Today, on my day off, I got my this is my last split weekend, and I should be going back to my regular shift next week with 2 days off in a row. And today I went to a movie called Eternity's Gate about the Vincent van Gogh, and there was something in it was like they talked about the act of painting, or which I think I was that how you live your life, and that craziness or whatever it is you're feeling is all part of the act of creativity. It's not just the act of making the object, but it's everything that is comes before and after it. And um, there's all this craziness that goes on in my life. Well, maybe not so much my life, but my poor sister has had a reaction to a migraine drug, Amigovig, which has caused a reaction with her MS drugs and is causing a flesh-eating disorder called Steven-Johnson syndrome, and she's in terrible shape, and I don't even know if she's going to survive it. It's just, if she makes it another couple of weeks, she might survive it. If she makes it, because the drug has a 3-month half-life, and it's an injectable enzyme thing, and it has reacted with her MS medications. And Eternity's Gate, that was the name of the movie, and I'm thinking about other stuff going on, and maybe, who knows, I might even lose my job because I'm one violation away from being fired for being, or separated from employment is what the official term for the work is, for alcohol service violations. I wonder what that beeping noise is. It's coming from the refrigerator, maybe? Yeah. The refrigerator is beeping because the door was open. Oh, that's interesting. Learned something new. I'm in the garage. This would probably be a long video entry. Who knows, maybe I'll get to do some painting tonight, and who knows what that will look like because of how the sorrow and everything that I feel for family and so forth, and my poor sister, and there's my job, and I like my job. I mean, Spirit Mountain has been kind of, it's not a bad employer. I don't want to give you the wrong impression that I think it's a bad employer or anything, because it's not really bad at all, because they were really good for me to grant me FMLA to take time off to be a caregiver for my mother, who had hip replacement surgery about 2 months ago, and then other coworkers who, when she lost her uncle and her caretaker, and she was brand new, and they gave her time off for bereavement, even though you have to be there for a year to qualify for bereavement. So don't ever. I don't want to give the wrong impression that I would ever think that Spirit Mountain was a bad employer. It's just a hard place to work at because of the whole nature of casino. It's a hard place to work at, but it's not a bad employer, because I've worked for hostile employers before, and this place is not a hostile place to work at. And it's also done so much good for the community. For what Grand Ron was like before the casino, it was nothing, and they've put the monies into the system for the tribal peoples of Grand Ron, and it's made it such a much better place. And so I myself have no problems donating $20, $100 every couple months to either the Siletz Indian tribes at Chinook Winds or the Grand Ron Indian tribes through Spirit Mountain Casino. So I think it has done great good for the community. But still, it's still a casino, and there is there's all these other things about casino that it may not be so positive, but nevertheless, that's kind of what's been going on with this is my video blog entry for the day or for the week. And the act of painting is that taking that sorrow or whatever that is inside of you, and putting it out on the page, or putting it on the page as poetry, or as creative writing, or as whatever your art is, getting that out. That's that everything that's going on in your life, that eternal sea of pain or misery or joy or whatever it is, it's being able to access that for creative good. And that's, to me, what I see as the act of poetry, or the act of painting, or whatever it was that Vincent van Gogh was going through, which is, in that movie, in his life. I don't really know much about his life, but maybe I should look at it some more. Anyways, have a good night. Bye.